Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend.
Alright, welcome back to a very plot-intensive episode of Tim Friend. The leaders of the church have misused its creed to fulfill their true desire, to rule the world. They have fooled the people of Fodlan. Long ago, they divided the empire to create a kingdom, and then divided that kingdom to create an alliance. They did all of this to make the masses bicker amongst themselves. They caused instability in order to reinforce their own authority. They gathered gold and lived in extravagance. How? By preying on the devotion of those who wished for the goddess's salvation. Those corrupt hypocrites cannot lead Fodlan to true peace. Their foul belief system must be torn asunder, so that true wisdom may finally prevail. And so, I have decided, by order of the Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, the Empire hereby declares war on the Church of Seiros. I cannot believe it. Let us recount the situation as it stands, Professor. After you returned from the Holy Tomb, the Adrestian Empire declared war on the Church of Seiros, as well as our allies. Declared war? I didn't see that cutscene. Edelgard demanded her own father relinquish the throne, and then assumed the position of Emperor. She has deemed the Church of Seiros to be an evil of this world, and is calling upon the people of Fodlan to help tear it down. I must discuss our response to this declaration with the Archbishop after the Knights return from their investigation. Until then, watch over the students. See that they remain calm. You got it. I'll just fucking chill, I guess. Professor, the Empire has declared war on the Church of Seiros. We knew this day would come, sooner or later. What's gonna happen? We need more information. What does declaring war mean for them? We can't afford to be optimistic. It's entirely possible that the kingdom will be invaded. Settle yourself, Ingrid. We need to carefully consider our options. We can't just act rashly. That'll only make things worse. Once we've ascertained the situation, we must return to Ferdiad. Your Highness, my brooding noodle-haired child. I've never seen this. I'm excited to see how this plays out. I remember it being pretty obnoxious in Golden Deer. The next chapter was... No, was it this chapter? No, we do get one last one before the time skip, don't we? Is that the truth? Yeah, the month is still beautiful, guys. it's still just another classic calendar month. The people of Fodlan celebrate. Oh my god, I love April, or whatever the fuck month it is. March? Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Do we get downtime in this chapter? We do? Yeah, so we're at war, and your kingdom will probably be invaded. Remember to go to class. Unforgivable. I cannot fathom that the Adrestian Empire would embark on such a violent course of action. Not that it's a wrong course of action, or that our accusations are wrong, just that it's violent. The fault is my own. I failed to see the wickedness within Edelgard's heart. What is her objective? I would say, is she wicked? But I think Rhea would not like that. There is no question on that front. She clearly wishes to conquer all of Odin. And in order to achieve her own selfish ambitions, she plotted with ill-meaning strangers and defiled the holy tomb. Or perhaps her ambitions are even grander than we know. Perhaps she is planning to make herself a false deity by demonizing the Church of Seiros. I didn't mispronounce any words in that. Are you proud of me, Dad? Adrestia received its very name through a divine oracle. To injure the goddess is a sin most foul that shall not be forgiven nor forgotten. We must stop the Empire, and quickly. I don't know if that's going to be possible. I've returned, Rhea. Welcome back, Shamir. Were you able to discern the Empire's movements, all by yourself? Their main troops are marching toward Garreg Mach. It is said that they'll join forces with Edelgard's army and arrive within 2 weeks. 2 weeks? That is not enough time. It will require all of our efforts just to prepare our defenses before then. We must send notice to all surrounding villages at once. We must order the residents of Garreg Mach to flee for their lives. It will be done. Professor, listen closely. If our enemy invades the monastery, I will have no choice but to stand upon the battlefield. If something happens to me, I am entrusting my sacred duties to you. Why me? Why not Setef? You must have guessed it by now. The truth of who you are. Or perhaps I should say, your lost memories are surely beginning to return. I have acted all these long years as a mere proxy for you, but the duty is yours and yours alone. Only you can lead the people of Fodlan. Also, shout out to my buddy Preston playing Pokemon. So, hope that didn't ruin the moment. I still don't know what the deal is. Rhea, please, you must tell me all that you know. I beg of you. That one is the progenitor god. Am I correct? In a sense. Our dear professor is a vessel, one who carries the power of the progenitor god within. In time, the vessel will become one with the power contained within, and the progenitor god shall return to this world. I see. I trust that you are aware of the questionable nature of this experiment, but I suppose there is no turning back. I ask that you help our friend, and in doing so, help her. I am waiting and hoping for the moment when our Creator rules this wayward land once more. I understand. As ever, I will take you at your word. Lady Rhea, brother, I will do my part as well. Flame, will you ever dropping? Regardless, I am glad to hear it. You owe your life to the Professor, after all, and in the end, they may prove to be our brethren. You have my gratitude, Seteth, and you as well, Flame. So we're related to them as well? Are you all related because of the fucking just shades of green hairs? Is Linhardt in on this because he's got dark green hair? As followers of the progenitor god, it is up to us to see our mission through. Oh, she does have a nice face, even if she's a little terrifying. And honestly, I'm kind of on Edelgard's side, if I'm not gonna lie. It does seem like there's a shady shit in the Church of Saros, and I'm not a huge fan of it. But I'm gonna play the hand that I'm dealt. Do we explore? What is our motivations? Oh, we got Seteth now. He's just on our team. That's fine, I guess. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to explore. Let's check out some supports. Holy shit! We've got a decent amount of them. Demetrius and Ingrid. I wonder... Yeah, Demetrius is just fine in this one. Ingrid, I've been doing some thinking, and it occurs to me that I owe you an apology. What? Why do you seem so serious? In a just world, you'd be happily married to Glenn. He truly loved you, and it's clear that you cared deeply for him as well. But on that awful night, he died right before my eyes. I could do nothing to prevent it. In a way, I'm responsible for you losing the joyous future that should have been yours. I know my words can change nothing, but I'm so sorry, Ingrid. No, Your Highness, there's no need to apologize. Glenn's death, it still doesn't feel real. I always looked up to Glenn. He was the very picture of a perfect knight, noble and virtuous. In the end, he laid down his life, the ultimate sacrifice. I feel proud of him in ways that words can't quantify. Proud? Truly? That's right. I feel proud that he died for those he was sworn to protect. Proud that he passed from this realm to the next as a perfect knight. Are you really trying to turn his needless death into an ideal to uphold? You and he are so alike. Needless death? How can you say that? Glenn gave his life for you, for everyone, and this is how you speak of his sacrifice? You weren't there. You didn't witness his last moments. If you had, you wouldn't feel that way. I don't care to hear your interpretation of his final moments. He was and will always be an ideal knight. You would do well to rethink that ideal, my friend. Pardon me? He served in your guard. He took a great pride in what he did, in protecting you. The very least you can do is not spit on his memory. If you'll excuse me. What is the matter with me? Yeah, you really do have problems sometime, Dimitri. Ha 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 ha. How charming. Let's talk more about Dusker, huh? Are you injured? Dudu, saving the day again? Apologies. I'm the one who owes you an apology. You've saved my life how many times now? If I keep being so callous, I'll seem ungrateful. No matter. But I'm accustomed to it. I'm sorry, Dudu. Why? Because the way I speak to you is unnecessarily harsh. The truth of it is, I lost someone very dear to me in Dusker. The punishment came swift to your people, and when I heard of the slaughters, well, I thought it was a punishment well earned. I don't know why I decided to put a fucking accent on Ingrid. It's only been like almost 50 episodes of doing Ingrid's voice fairly normally, just like a deep voice that does not actually sound like her voice actress's voice, but don't worry about it, it sounds different than all the other girls. Because I gotta do a lot of voices, I gotta fucking spice it up somehow. I thought the people cruel and heartless, deserving of the tragedy that ultimately befell them. But you're different. You seem nothing like the people of whom I speak. So why not speak back against how I and so many others feel? Why not question this unfair prejudice and tell me I haven't the right to hold a grudge against you? If you just speak to me, if you tell me the truth about all of this... I do not know the truth of it myself. His Highness says the tragedy was not the fault of my people. But just like anywhere, there were many different people in Dusker. Some very good, and others very bad. That's valid. It is not unimaginable that some may have conspired to take part in that wickedness. Perhaps we are merely victims. Or perhaps we are regicidal monsters. Whatever the truth of it is, you are not to blame. The people I hate are the ones who are responsible for that whole mess. You just got caught up in all of it. Caught up. You didn't get cut up. Though you are pretty jacked. You're pretty cut. Ingrid. You've rushed to my side. You've saved me countless times. I'm sorry for how I've treated you. Truly. If you think of me as your ally, that will suffice. For me, that is enough. Beans. Beans. It's hard to break through this big, tall, stoic man, you know? Oh, let's see Sylvania and Ash. They'll have a fun time. Hey, Sylvain, can we talk? What's up, Ash? Looking for more life tips? No. But I did want to thank you for coming to my aid in battle the other day. No need to thank me for that. No, really, I insist. If you hadn't been there, I definitely would have been finished. You really set a model for my training. I can only hope I'll be able to save someone like that someday. Again with the studying and the training. You're so stubborn to make Ingrid and His Highness seem downright easygoing. My advice on the whole thing is to just follow your instincts. That's what I do. Do you know that whenever I do Sylvain's voice, I actually kind of cock my head back like I'm being a real prick. Helps me kind of get in the feeling, get in the moment. Whereas I think when I'm doing Ash, I kind of point my head down to sort of imply that I'm shorter than everyone else. Oh boy, is this like the voice acting equivalent of like moving your hands around, like jerking the controller left and right when you're playing Mario Kart and it's not on a motion controlled system? If someone's in trouble, I help them. You don't need to be a valiant knight to know that. It doesn't matter if the person is an ugly old man or the cutest girl you've ever seen, you help them. So you're saying, everybody's the same deep down. It's our job to help anyone who needs it. What? You're looking at me funny. Did I say something wrong? No. I'm just surprised, that's all. You're actually a much better person than I thought. Was that a compliment? Can't really tell. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean any insult. I was just really impressed by what you said about helping people without even thinking. To jump in and help someone without any thought at all of reward. That's real virtue. You say that with a straight face. I'd be embarrassed if I were you. Come on, Ash. You're an honest and overall great guy. You'll be an honest and overall great knight, too. Of course, people like you need to watch out for greedy people. Huh? And when I said I didn't need any thanks, well, I didn't say anything about not wanting a reward. There's a girl, and we had a misunderstanding about who is allowed to date who, so I need to hang out in your room until everything calms down. Should be only a day or two, tops. Sylvain, Come on, Ash. Remember? If someone's in trouble, you help them. You want to be a great knight, yeah? Fine. Since you helped me. But just this once. All right. I knew I could count on you. You'll definitely be a great knight. You really would be a great person if you could just stop all the scandal. Oh, Ash. We will be suffering with Sylvain for a long time, I'm afraid. Ash and Merchepis. I wonder if we will see an Ash and Merchepis support where they talk about ghosts. Whoa, what happened? The pan's smoking. Mercedes, what's going on? My eyes, I can barely breathe. Oh, Ash, I'm so glad you're here. My cooking's not going very well at all. What did you put in there? I used some of this spice, that seasoning, and the herbs on the top shelf. Then I started frying it in oil. That explains it. We used that herb for smoke bombs. Just turn the heat off and cover the pan. Oh no, the people in the dining hall don't look so good. Sorry, everybody. Could we clear out the dining hall for a few minutes, please? Oh, beans. Mercedes, that is some fucking top-tier cooking mishaps. A classic Fire Emblem support experience. At least here, there's like actually a kitchen and you can cook with people, so it makes a little more sense. Well, I guess that did happen in fucking Fates? Wow. I got it confused with Fire Emblem If, which is the same fucking game, but I think that's like the Japanese version of it, or that was like the prototype version of it. Whatever. Fire Emblem Fates. There was like a mess hall where you could cook for people. So that it made more sense in that game that there's cooking related supports, but it feels like it's been a staple of many Fire Emblem games. Anywho's it. Well, some folks were a little annoyed, but at least we got the place cleared out. It's a good thing no one mistook all that smoke for an attack. That could have been a disaster, especially since we're like a week away from being attacked. Man, what timing. I'm so sorry. I always mess everything up. No, it's my fault. I should have taught you which herbs to avoid. Don't blame yourself. I just need to figure out how to do it right for next time. Next time? You still want to try again, even after all that? Of course. If I didn't, that would just be a waste of everything you taught me. I guess that's true. If you quit every time you make a mistake, then you'll never learn anything, right? I missed up the tense on that one, but whatever, who gives a shit? That's a great point. Maybe my mistake was frying the herb in oil. If I had boiled it instead, then there wouldn't be smoke. What do you think, Ash? Boiling, huh? Yeah, that'd be fine. Great. I'm gonna get this right next time for sure. I mean, it's still definitely an herb used for smoke bombs. So, maybe just don't at all. Sylvain and Flame. Hell yeah. I do love this support. I think it's hilarious. Hey there, Flame. Thought I'd drop by and see if you'd care for it. Now, just a moment, Sylvain. If you must speak with me, I implore you to do so from where you stand. My apologies if this comes across as rude, but please do not come any closer to me. Excuse me? I am sorry. My brother has explicitly warned me not to go near you. Seta said that? Bet he also told you any woman who comes close to me is, how does he say it? Doomed to misfortune? He used those very words. Is it true then? Come on, he's just messing with you, obviously. Of course I would prefer to believe that, but one can never know for certain, particularly when similar stories are constantly in circulation about you. I have heard that men and women alike have been seduced by your nefarious ways. I hate to suggest my talents are being oversold, but I have heard you toy with people's emotions like a cat toys with its prey. Do I really look like such a villain to you? Well, perhaps not. You do not strike me as much of a charmer. Well, when you put it like that, I feel like I should defend... forget it. Let's get to the actual point. Did I not tell you, Sylvain? Stay away from me. It's kind of awkward talking from so far away. Can I please just step a little... Truly, there are countless terrible stories of your behavior. I've heard that you panic when there aren't women around to flirt with, that you've gone as far as flirting with horses, and even chickens. Oh, come on, who would even... You should know that your brother has an overactive imagination. I would like to believe that you are a sincere and reputable person, Sylvain, but there is no smoke without fire, or so the saying goes. I may not be the most respectable fellow you've ever met, but until I can be certain, please refrain from coming too close to me. Now, if you will excuse me, I must be on my way. Flame, wait, come back. And she's gone. All I was trying to do was deliver a message. Flane, hey! The professor said we need to come to the cathedral. I'll run really far ahead so you don't have to walk near me. There. I tried telling her. Professor can't be mad about that. Hopefully that was listenable. I did move away from the mic for that line, as I do have a sensitive mic. It's my new wrestling D&D character. Sensitive mic. Flane and Manuela. I've never seen this one. Hello, Professor Manuela. I wish you to know that I have heard ever so much about your talents. Whatever are you talking about, Flane? Singing. Why, you are wonderfully skilled at it, are you not? Why, I have even overheard people saying your voice is akin to the singing of a goddess. It makes me happy to hear, but who told you that? Oh, the students are always speaking of it, which got me to thinking. I may be the only person in all of the academy who's never heard your beautiful voice and song. So, I was wondering, Manuela, might you sing a little something for me? Your request is touching, but I can't perform on such short notice. My voice is an instrument and requires proper, gentle care. However, the stories are true. I was once the leader of the Mittelfranc troupe, but that was a long time ago. Mittelfranc? What do those words mean precisely? Man, my accent with Flame just slips in and out of existence. You've never heard of the Mittelfranc troupe? It's the single most popular opera company in the imperial capital. I used to sing on stage with them. I was the star, in fact. Oh, wow, in all of Enbar. They must not have been around when I was living there. You used to live in Enbar? Indeed, although I was quite a bit younger at the time. It is where I was born, as a matter of fact. Ah, well, you must have been too young to hear about us. Ah, yes, that could be. And what precisely is the function of an opera troupe? You don't know what an opera troupe is? Well, it's a group of performers like myself who act out stories on stage in front of a big audience. Stories with lots of singing. I understand now. I certainly have experience in the fine art of storytelling. There's often singing as a part of story time for the children at the monastery. That is darling, Flane, but I'm not sure it's quite the same as an opera. You see, operas are performed in grand theaters with orchestral accompaniment. Everyone attending wears their finest. It's a very special occasion. Theaters, they're called. You mean to say there are buildings exclusively used for telling stories? You've never even heard of a theater? You're an intelligent girl, Flane, and the world is full of wonders. You have a lot left to discover. How mysterious, Flane. Not knowing these things that are pretty basic. Well, let's go exploring, because we've got kids to teach. No Sothis. Do we have any quests? One. Okay, Eagle Eye. What do you want me to do? It can't be a battle, because I can't do that shit. We must protect Garrig Mech. Defiling the holy tomb with a sacrilege. I will not allow such a thing to happen again. The Archbishop has already given you a new responsibility. I want you to rise to that honor. Great, what's the quest? A Knight of Saros would have information, so go talk to a person. You got it, dude. I'll find a person and then talk to them. In the meantime, let's go to the statues. Because when we go to the statues, hopefully, we got enough renown for doing those side quests. Those paralogs, I mean. That we can do a little something, get that reason one up. Can we? 700 points. Well, that's some horse apples. Okay, then let's go to down here to the entrance hall so we can talk to whichever NPC Knight of Saros it is. I mean, most of the Knights of Saros are NPCs. It just seems like it would just be just a rando, right? Yeah, it's not even like, oh, it's Catherine. I cannot believe our negligence allowed the Empire to invade. Edelgard probably gathered her soldiers in Garrig Mach, intending to do this from the start. Soldiers disguised as merchants and pilgrims to avoid suspicion, infiltrating the entire area little by little. And they couldn't be better prepared. We'll have a tough time winning this one, I'm afraid. You got it. Anyway, Sedeth, you're welcome. I walked all the way downstairs and across a hall to get this information for you. So, And, oh, and Seth, it's all speculation. I hope that's okay. I hope it's okay that none of it is verified. Great. Did I get 300 renown? I hope so. Excuse me. Whew. It's, at least I'm not hungry. These after lunch recording sessions are, they will give me the burpus, but at least I'm not hungry. Alright, fingers crossed, everybody. 900. F this game. F this game. Alright, what are we gonna do then? Well, let's go to the greenhouse and plant some flowers so that we can harvest them next weekend. Ha 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 ha, totally. Do the gardening. Harvest that shit. Hell yeah, speed carrot. Pale blue. Boop 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 boop. Cultivate that with the Pegasus blessings. Great. Ingrid, what do you got to say? I've known His Highness since I was a child, but I've never seen that side of him before. He seemed like a completely different person than the one I know. Yeah, I know. It's pretty fucked up, isn't it? But let's go get some lunch with students, huh? That'll be fun. Yeah. Dimitri, he's good to go, but where's my Ingrid and my Sylvania? Yeah. Have them share a meal together. Hopefully this will fill up Ingrid all the way. Yeah, nice. Full menu. Wait. Goels. Dedu, Felix, Ash. That's it. That's the ones. So we'll do Ash and Dedu. Ash and Dedu. Where is Ash? There. Ha. Ash and Dedu. And then we'll do Felix and Aloise. Just so we can get more support points with Aloise. Hopefully we can see the B support at some point before the heat death of the universe. Full menu. There's Felix. Neither. Just Aloise. Neither. Just Aloise. I know. Riveting. The most gripping of gameplays. It's like they just alternate. Seriously. Come the fuck on. Do they just not like anything together? What? Like nothing. None of it. No overlap. No overlap. None of it. Alright, then we'll do something that Felix likes and that we have a lot of. No, he doesn't like that fish one. God damn it. Okay, you love this fish one. Fuck yeah. Get in here, Aloise. Where are you? Where are you, you dip shunt? Oh, you are in this one. I just have too many collected characters that you just didn't show up. Okay, well, that's a failing of this game, I suppose. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Get motivation. Was there any supports gained from that? No. All right, let's get some skills. Let's get some faculty training. From... Got an itch on my nose. Let's talk to Rhea, because, I mean, definitely nothing's going to happen to her. I will try. Faculty training. Teach me how to sword. For definitely not the last time. You're going to be fine. Nothing will happen to Lady Rhea. Nothing at all. Yikes. Let's see. Aloise, what can you teach me how to do? Crush our enemies. You got it. Anyway, what can you teach me to do? You teach me to axe, you can teach me to punch. I'm not super jazzed about any of those yet. Let's see what else we can learn. Garrigmuck, blah, blah, blah. Seteth. Teach me how to swords. Thank you, Seteth. Who's down here? Hanneman. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. They print... Wait a minute, what? The Holy Tomb held many crest stones. This is the first time I've heard of crest stones being hidden away in such a place. But more importantly, I'm interested to know the Empire's aim. Why would their army desire crest stones? There is power there, yes, and yet... I must think on this. The crest stones lie at the heart of the events surrounding Conan Tower and the chapel as well. And of course, the crest stones somehow transformed those traitors and their captives into demonic beasts. Could that possibly be their aim? The Empire's army may well plan to use crest stones to create demonic beasts. Yikers. Yikers, bikers indeed. Anyway, I don't care about anything you have to teach me. Sorry. Bye-bye. Who else is over here? Manuela. Where the fuck are... Oh, she's over in her fucking... away from the infirmary? What if someone gets sick, Manuela? My gosh. It's Edelgard. Doesn't make much sense, though, does it? There would need to be all sorts of territories and groups tangled up in this sort of mess. Nah, I'm gonna stop. I don't really have the head for all this political stuff. Mostly, I'm just worried about my old opera company. I wonder what's happening in the capital right now. I hope they're safe. You got it. Teach me out of swords. So close to that A+. And once I'm at that A+, then I'm closer to the S+, and then close to the S, and then closer to the S+. Hooray. Alright, let's talk to Glibbert and Shamir. Let's recruit Shamir and Catherine, because I think it's like an auto pickup once you're at level 15. We're falling behind. I don't know that we can keep up with the new emperor. To think that she was able to raise an army of that size right under our noses. However hard we fight, I give us a 50% chance of winning. The enemy has too many advantages. We must make careful preparations. You got it. Don't teach me how to do any of that. Join me, though. Working hard, aren't you? I'll admit I'm impressed. I can assist with any tasks or help with your students. Ask for assistance. On it. I'm available anytime I'm not on a mission with the Knights. Great. Anyway, later... Where's Catherine? She couldn't teach me how to swords forever. She in the... Yeah, of course she's in the fucking training grounds. Of course you are, Catherine. Oh my goodness. And we are over time, aren't we? Aren't we? Yeah, we're gonna fight Edelgard. I know, buddy. Anyway, teach me how to swords. If I could go back to last month and throttle my carefree self. Now it turns out Edelgard's the Flame Emperor and the new Adrustian Emperor. And she's striking out against the monastery with the full force of the Imperial Army behind her. Gotta beat her at her own game. For our sake as well as Lady Rhea's. Anyway, hang out with me. Hey, Professor. You're good looking, you know that? At the same time, you look like someone who was born to fight. Bet we get along. I'm also good looking and born to fight. Need any help with your class? Yes, please. Feel free to call me when a fight's brewing. Thunderbrand and I will be there when you need us. Dope. Alright, next time on Tim Friend, well, we're back to studying for a full week. And then, it's war. Have a good day. The students at Garrigmach will not. Bye, everybody.
We're Tim Friend.